from a place where smart parts exist. It's Friday night with the A-Team with your host, Darryl the Cigar Vlogger Moore, Roxanne, Let Me See Your Transcript, and Mad Church Disease. If your YouTube channel is the entertainment leg of your church, the Alphabet Boys are looking for you in Nutville. It's a night of fun and laughs and trending topics. So sit back and listen and enjoy the show.
Bam, 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 just like that. Friday Night Live. What's up, Marcellus?
What's up, sir? How are you?
I'm doing good. Good. We're alive, thank God. Ain't nobody's voodoo prayers worked on us over the week. We still here. Well, Kim, I guess, will be here in a minute. And Roxanne, I don't know. I sent her the invite. Hey, son. Hey, Malik. See you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to you coming home. Yeah.
Where is he? He must be chatting from some other. Oh, he must. Let me look.
He's
in
the
comment
chat
section.
The Red Lantern.
Oh, okay, there he is. He's on YouTube. Oh, okay, there he is. YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still a little discombobulated. That's all.
Me too, bro. I came home. I didn't even get a nap. I'm like, oh.
Well, I tried to lay down. I was laying down, and then my sister called, and when she called, then I woke up. But
yeah.
Let me just say, because I may not have this chance to say this, Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers.
All of you. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that your Mother's Day is filled with love, compassion, and joy. I'm hoping that somebody who loves you will wrap their arms around you, give you a big old kiss, and let you know how much they care about you. So
yeah,
that's my thoughts and prayers as far as that's concerned. But oh my God,
shoot, man, I'm still blown away, bro.
Well, I know we got so many things to talk about. Well, let's take a little bit more time. There's 44, 45 of you, maybe 60 of you watching now.
Mm-hmm.
If you all can do me the favor, awesome favor, please hit the like button. Please, if you can share this video on your social media, on your all over, just make sure that you hit the share button. Shout out to El Maria Martin. Shout out to Sweet Pea. Thank you guys for joining us. Robert Poindexter, Lynn, what's up, Lynn? Good to see you here. Jazzy Carrot, what's up? Who else is here? I see Fred is here. Let me see. Lady Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. And yes, everybody, thank y'all so much. I just wanted to say a good shout out to everybody. Dog Cigar Mafia, yes, long time no see. We love you and love you to life. Let me see. Hello and welcome to the chat. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much. And I'm sorry, Darryl, you know me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing, because I'm like, I'm operating on fumes, bro.
Right. So I just want to thank you guys, everybody, for joining us. We've got a couple of announcements, a couple of things that we're going to talk about even before we go into the get in depth of the show tonight, because there's so much going on in the world. Let me tell you, so much stuff is going on. Darryl, I actually, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but I just actually read a post of, I guess she was a pastor who made a comment about the Kevin Samuel situation, and she done lit a firestorm. And oh wow, and I'll try to read. I'll read to you what she said in a minute, because I'm still reading through all of the comments, because it's just that crazy to me. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna do that in just a second. But let me just give you guys, for those of you that are coming in, shout out to the 55 of you that I know that are watching on YouTube. Please share this. Also, thank you for reminding me, Lynn. She Nurses TV. We are definitely praying
Yeah.
for you and your
Yes.
family.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we're praying for all of those individuals, and we'll talk some more about all of that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, for those of you that don't know, I have been traveling. I've been spending almost every weekend away, and I've just been really, really, really busy. And because of all of the work and stuff that I'm doing, you guys haven't really been updated on some of the legal stuff, and I wanted to give you guys a little rundown. So if people come onto the show later, they'll just have to go back and watch this replay. I wanted to give you guys an understanding because there seems to be some confusion with some
Mm-hmm.
people as it relates to what's going on with the
Yeah.
legal situation. And let me
Mm-hmm.
clear it up for you so that you understand. Um, I have had people to reach out to me and ask me questions about it. I've got people who are trying to get more in depth or get more knowledge about what's going on. Let me stress to you, there is a legal case that we are going to be entering into. We are saving some funds so that we can go ahead and go through all of the steps and stages that are necessary. We are also going through the stages of the federal. This one of them is actually going to be a federal lawsuit. So we have to be very careful in what we say, how we
Mm-hmm.
word things. There are
Mm-hmm.
certain things that cannot be addressed. There are certain things that cannot be said. But I'm hopefully going to give enough information to you all tonight so that you will understand. Number one, there is going to be a legal situation. That's number one. Number two, this legal situation is separate
From mine.
from what Darryl is doing. His legal situation and the one that I'm working on over here is completely separate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Mm-hmm.
going to be multiple things filed. Okay. That's why I need for you all to understand. It's just not a one filing of a situation. There are going to be multiple things filed. And I'm choosing my words carefully,
Okay.
and I have to do it that way because the lawyer instructed me a certain way, and I am choosing the words that I'm saying very carefully. There are certain things that I can say, cannot say. There are certain names I can say, cannot say. There
Mm-hmm.
are certain things that I want to say that I cannot say.
Right. Right.
uh, but I need for you all to understand it is completely separate. Now, some people are feeling as if because of Darryl's situation with some of these other individuals that he's dealing with on the internet, that it is somehow affecting what I have going on over here on the other side. Let me explain to you very, very clearly. It does not affect what is going on because there are several laws that were broken. We're going to address those laws in the lawsuit, and individuals will have to uh, pretty much give an account for the things that they have done and they've said thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say as it relates to that. So the $20.88 that we've been raising that so that we can file multiple lawsuits. It's not just one. I need for you all to understand that. I haven't taken the time to explain that to you simply because I have been enthralled with all of my work and all of the things that I am going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my plan is to come back at the end of this month and give you guys a complete full update on what has been done, what has been filed, and I'm sure some individuals will probably take the initiative to talk about it once they realize that uh, they're being named as a party in the legal situation. I'm going to leave it there. But your $20.88 is going to a separate situation than what Darryl is dealing with.
Yep.
Um, I don't have anything to do with the folks that Darryl is dealing with. All of that
Nope.
stuff that's going on has nothing to do with me, although people are trying to make it about me and put me in stuff. But I'll deal with those things accordingly. So the only thing that I can say at this point is welcome to the 18 Friday Night Live. We are so glad to have you here. As you can see, our wonderful co-host, let me see your transcripts, has joined us.
I'm gonna get them niggas.
And that's all I'm going to say. So please make sure you guys contribute. I'm not going to get into dollar amounts, and I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm gonna address these things when they need to be addressed and how they need to be addressed, because I don't really come out on the internet and do a whole bunch of talking about those types of things, and I just won't do that. I will abide by the instructions that I have been given.
Can I also add something as well?
Absolutely.
Please understand, just like Marcellus has said, Darryl's situation with these other people are different from what us as members of the A team are dealing with. In addition, my situation with someone else in the other sector is independent of what this situation is. I will be handling that offline. And that's all I'm going to talk about that.
Right. And as you should, Kim, and I'm very grateful as we progress into that situation. Just understand that it is going to be somewhat of a snowball effect, ladies and gentlemen.
Snowball.
Yeah, it's something that, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Here's the thing. Yeah, so your $20.88 is safe. With the work that I'm doing and the work that I'm putting into it, trust me, the majority of money that's going to be put into this the rest of the month has really, the $20.88 was a help to us, but that was not the majority of the funds that were necessary in order for us to file what we're filing. So I wish the rest of you who are supporting, please remember to do so. Honestly, I would love for every time Darryl goes live that you guys would support us, but Darryl is not going to be asking you on camera to support it anymore.
No.
He's going to no longer ask for that. So that won't be done. You are more than happy to pay attention to his community wall, and you're more than welcome to send your support in $20.88, and that information could be sent in the Cash App. You have that information on the screen for me, and you guys and the moderators and people will put that information in there. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Marcellus, can you please state what your Cash App is? Because I keep seeing different variations of it in the chat.
You should not see a different variation. It's just simply my first and last name.
Okay, because I saw one that says Marcellus McMillan lawyer together, and right. I was confused.
No. There shouldn't be any lawyer added on to that. It should just be Marcellus McMillan.
Okay.
That is what you see on this screen down here. Okay. That is my Cash App.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And we're going to deal with that information, and we're going to deal with that, handle that accordingly. There's so many announcements that we have. That's one announcement. Darryl, did you guys have anything before I roll on? Because y'all know I got a million.
No.
Kimberly, did you have any announcements?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm still celebrating.
Right.
Please check out my video from last night. And my video I just did 6 minutes ago. It's short. It's 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I had to give everyone an update about something that happened earlier today. But we're going to talk about that, and we got other things we got to talk about too that happened today.
Things
oh my goodness!
Because we haven't been together in a while, so we got.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to let everybody know, because I have been so busy and been out. I have not had any classes here recently. We are having a class tomorrow. I know that Darryl told me that he had some trouble registering for the class tomorrow. I want to make you guys aware, if you're interested, the class tomorrow is free. It doesn't cost you a single dime. We're going to be going over video tools for actually, getting online, video production, and, coming live and all this kind of stuff. Now, Kim, you can improve that by your lighting. I don't know what kind of lighting you have going on over there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get with you out offline. I've been having some lighting issues.
Are you using your ring light, or what light are you using?
I have the ring light here, and I have the other 2 lights here, and I'm still.
And the reason why is because there's a setting inside of
Mm-hmm.
StreamYard that you
Mm-hmm.
need to adjust. And once
Yeah.
you adjust that setting, it will actually fix that for you. So,
Yeah, it'll fix that green screen.
right.
Yeah.
So go down to settings, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think there is what is it? It is a virtual background.
Mm-hmm.
Once you hit on virtual background, you click the box that says I have a green screen. Then you'll see a little box that comes on the side of that, on the right side, it'll say fade, and you'll see a little nodule, and you can adjust that there.
There you go. There you go.
I'm better. Why does my
bit.
head look like that?
Like
Your
you're
head
on
looks
fire.
like that.
You're
No,
on
well,
fire.
your head looks like that because you need to make sure that you have some type of lighting up here or that's higher than you. Your lighting must be directly on you, and you need to bring your lighting up kind of and at an angle.
Yep.
But my ring light is over here, Kim, and I have a light over here. And then I have 2 lights here, but neither one of them are on. If those 2 lights is on, Lord have mercy, would you?
Okay. Thank you. But I'm better now, right?
Okay, yes, you're a little better now.
A little better, but my head just look like, okay, I'll fix it. Thank you.
You still look like Mad Max Thunderdome. That's all right. We don't need another hero.
We don't need another.
That's all right. It's okay. But if you're interested in that, you guys, just make sure that I'll give Darryl and them some information, and you guys can go to their community walls later and register for those classes. And that's it. So that's that announcement. We did the lawyer, we did the class, and Darryl really isn't going to be talking anymore about any sort of thing with him legally with these other jokers. We're going to leave that alone. Okay, and you guys will just deal with that stuff when it happens and when the stuff comes up.
I'm going to say this real nice and real calm. If you want to know what's going on with me, you have my phone number. You call me. Don't talk about me. Talk to me. That's it.
All right. King Royal, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Alicia, Mary, thank you so much as well. We're just glad to see you. Miss Murphy, thank you so much for coming. Jacqueline Smith, thank you guys as well. We appreciate Charity. Hello to you too as well. All right. I don't even know where to start. Well, obviously, we want to start with the one that is most surprising to every darn body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one you want to do? Because I'm in shock.
You want to go with Kevin Samuels first? Because I know you don't have. Yeah. Do you have any of the? You don't have. Do you have the screenshots of the stuff that's been going on with him or no?
Yeah, I do. I have this.
Okay. Good. Good.
And what is that?
That's is the police report.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's remove that for now.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to start first? I'll let whoever wants to go first go first. I ain't gonna say nothing, y'all.
I'm gonna say this.
Go first, Kim.
Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, I would like for y'all to understand something. I am not, and a lot of women are not rejoicing that Kevin Samuels is dead.
Well, what do you call it?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
There you go.
Rejoicing. Excuse me. Rejoicing that Kevin Samuels is dead. Y'all know how I felt about him. I've done a video about him. I've been to his channel. I see what he says. I see who's in the chat. And unfortunately, he was the leader for me of a lot of men who do not like women or just upset because they didn't get the men they wanted, or they felt like, hey, these women need to be taken down a peg. But he also said some really horrible things to some of the men too, especially when he asked that man what his penis size was. And I was just like, wait, I didn't know Mr. Image Consultant was doing that. But I am not rejoicing that he's dead. I'm sorry. That thoughts and prayers to his family, to his mother, who I think had to find out through social media.
Yeah, she did.
His, I think he has a daughter or a son.
I don't know. I didn't know he had kids. That's deep. I didn't know.
Thoughts and prayers to the other content creators who was his friends. I know the lead attorney was a frequent guest, his friend, and I think Pocket Watching with JT. And so I'm just like, rest in peace, thoughts and prayers. But it's like, oh, all you women are rejoicing. I'm trying to figure out what women are they talking about.
Quite a few.
Okay, maybe it's not the ones. I don't know where y'all seen them at, but
on my timeline.
On your timeline, but not on mine. No. No, I do.
A lot of people are rejoicing.
I did see one.
Let's just be clear. A lot of people are rejoicing.
Okay, a lot of people are rejoicing. Now, I don't rejoice in someone's death.
Well,
stop. You know what's
this must be something I don't know about.
No, we not talking about. But at the same time,
sending up
I feel like his followers are just using his death to just call out black women again. And I'm just like, wow, y'all.
Well, you guys do know we talk about trending topics over here, so this is something that we're going to talk about.
I just feel like, don't beat me up because you're like, oh, the women are rejoicing. This woman is not rejoicing. This woman is not rejoicing. But at the same time,
you're in the minority camp.
I am not going to be out here pretending this man was a saint.
You're not.
And trying to cry and you want me to be empathetic. And I'm sorry, he was not my fave. He was your fave. I respect the way that you are grieving. I respect the way you are grieving. Okay? I'm not going to participate in the celebration. But some of what the celebratory people are saying, I see why they're celebrating. But at the same time, I have manners, and I was raised right, and I'm from the South. And some things you just don't do. Okay? Now, something Madam Whip-Ass said that I thought was very, very important. She said, if he hadn't doxed me, done anything to me personally, stole money, was evil on me, attacked me, then those are the only people who should be rejoicing, for his death, I guess, or have the right to. But him having a difference of opinion, I shouldn't be rejoicing.
Well, there are a lot of women who will, as someone just stated in the chat, some women will not miss him.
Yes, some women will not miss him. Especially, you have to understand when he was the face or the voice of MGTOW or incel or some men who, for some reason, seem very angry or upset with black women and just want to take them down a peg, I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying is he was the face, and that's why they're rejoicing. It was like, hey, you said high value man, high value woman.
There are several.
And so, but I'm just saying, rest in peace.
Is my mic on?
Yes, but I need to finish. So
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to let you talk when it's your turn.
Ma'am.
Okay, thanks. All right.
I thought we were having a show. I know we were going to do that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to say thoughts and prayers. That's all I got to say. I'm going to mute myself.
You don't have to mute yourself because we're supposed to be able to have an exchange here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Kim, I'm gonna yield to you, Darryl, because I know I have the tendency to roll on a lot. So you go on, sir, and I'll wait.
Okay. I see my timeline filled with people, male and female, rejoicing in this man's death. I have never been a fan of his or supporter of his.
Right.
I didn't like his views. I didn't like nothing about him, so I didn't watch him. But he was always out there saying stuff. But am I going to rejoice over his death because he had a differing opinion than me? No. People will condemn him and make jokes about him and rejoice about him being dead. But then some of those same people will turn around and play R. Kelly's music and he raped little girls. This man didn't rape nobody. He didn't rob no bank. He didn't molest no little boys or girls. He didn't kill nobody. He didn't shoot nobody. He just had an opinion that some people didn't like. Now, you trash him and give a pass to other jokers that you know did something.
Right.
So I'm not rejoicing over this. I don't find any joy in a mother losing a child. Then there are some people that we know, and I know personally, that have done things, and I hope they burn in hell before they get to hell. And that's what I stand by that. Now, when them motherfuckers die, I'm gonna be happy as hell. You're gonna see me out here drunk with a honey bun and a 4-ounce, running down the street butt ass naked, shouting, "Thank you, Jesus."
Why a honey bun? Like the combination of liquor and a honey bun.
Sweet and sour, sweet and sour, damn it, sweet and sour, damn it. Yeah, man. Everybody out here, oh, he did this. He said, yeah, he said some foul stuff, and I agree. But did he break any laws? Nope. But he had an opinion that nobody liked. And that's it.
Well, let me just say, Mr. Cigar Vlogger, and to all of the people that are watching, I did a few minutes with Madam Whipass, and we kind of had a little, her and I had a little exchange today.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. But let me say this. Number one, anytime, and this is something as a grown man, and I'm speaking for me, there's nothing to do with Kevin Samuels. This is me talking. At this age, this is me talking. There are some black women who have a very difficult time when a man corrects them or addresses them about their behavior, dispositions, and some of the things that they do and say. And the one thing in this country that I have learned, or that I have been able to recognize as a black man, when you address black women and highlight things that black women do that are incorrect or that are not proper, you have a certain sector of black women who cannot handle that, who then get on this "you're bashing us" trail, or "you hate all black women" trail. And, you know, it seems unfortunate that as a man, and as a mature man, that you cannot address certain issues and things with black women without being vilified or labeled a certain type of way, because you are dealing with all sorts of issues and situations. Okay. I didn't listen to Kevin Samuels. I think I saw one video, and that was last year. And I think, Kim, you and I had a conversation about the thing that we saw, and I just forget what that was about, because that's how insignificant it is to me. Let me just say this: men aren't always right about everything. Women aren't always right about everything. And when you come on social media, it's okay to discuss those things without being vilified, without being labeled, without being put in certain positions where you have to constantly, defend yourself. Everybody should have that right without having to, be stalked, harassed, and all these other things that are going on in social media today. I may not agree with Kevin Samuels' methods by which he did what he did, but make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're talking about him is because he became a force to be reckoned with amongst social media. Okay, he made a name for himself. He traveled to different platforms and different programs, even outside of YouTube, even onto regular television, etc. So he made a mark. Okay, so regardless of whether you don't like the man, do like the man, I don't know the man. I don't know half the shit he might have said. All I'm telling you is he made a mark, and I grew up in a situation where we are supposed to respect people who have passed away. There are certain things that you're supposed to do and say, and certain things you can say, don't say. I grew up in a generation where if we saw a hearse pass by, the men would stop and take and remove their hats. I grew up in a generation of people where if you saw a hearse, you would pull over to the side of the road and you would let all of the cars pass. But that's just what I grew up in. Okay. Now I do understand why some people might be feeling a certain type of way and have a mix of emotions about certain things. But I just believe, now, first of all, and I believe Fred put this in, Uncle Fred put this in the chat earlier. You know, the scripture tells believers that we cry when people enter the world. We rejoice when they leave. We don't sit around and rejoice that they died. We rejoice at the fact that we understand or we believe for the believer that they're going to a better place. Now, I do believe that Kevin Samuel said that he was a believer. I believe his pastor at one particular time was Charles Blake, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that. That's what somebody said, or that's what I thought I heard him say at some point. That he worked at West Angeles or been through West Angeles or Kojic denomination at some point. So, you know, I just pray for him. I pray for his family. I pray for his children, all of his ex-wives. I think he was married more than one time. I pray for those individuals, and I'm going to leave it there. Now, you all are making some grandiose leaps about how he died. That's all I'm saying.
Better whip ass happy cracking up.
You guys are making grandiose leaps on how he died.
I have a theory.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm ready.
This is just a theory from one old man to a deceased old man. He went out, saw a little young thing at the club, and he loved, as we all know, he drank a lot of energy drinks, which is something I've gotten myself off of.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, because it accelerates your blood pressure and your heart rate. And if you have high blood pressure, you're really putting yourself at risk. And I think that during the course of the night, he went home, popped a little blue magic in his mouth, did his work, and had a color purple experience the next morning. Because in the police report that I put up on the screen, it says that he was having chest pains, he wasn't feeling good, and then she was trying to help him, and he collapsed on top of her. And I don't know if they was in the bed or in the living room or wherever.
And if I collapse on you, Darryl, I just collapse on you. That doesn't mean I'm naked. It doesn't mean I have a hard on. It doesn't mean none of those things.
Right.
And the people on the internet have just gone crazy with this theory.
Conspiracy theories. He had a heart attack. I heard people say, "Oh, he OD'd on drugs." We don't know that. The toxicology report hasn't been done. The autopsy hasn't been done. All we know is he collapsed. The lady called the front desk to have them bring the defibrillator upstairs so that she could try to revive him until the EMTs arrived, because she's a nurse.
And who keeps a defibrillator handy? The most apartment buildings keep a defibrillator?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
In a really nice upscale.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he stayed a couple of miles from.
Yeah, well, the place that he stayed, when Madam Whipass looked it up, the beginning apartment I think started at like $2,300 or $2,800, and it ran as high as almost $7,000 a month. So he lived
on East Paces Ferry.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell y'all offline where it's at.
Yeah, he lived in a very nice building, but I question that, because I said at his age, you know, with somebody talking about how much of a high value person they are, just for building equity and building wealth, I don't know why you would waste your money living in a high rise.
You know why?
Go right ahead, ma'am.
You don't have to deal with the upkeep of a building. When something's broken, you can call somebody and they come and fix it.
Well, that's true, but you're also not building any equity.
Who says he didn't have other property somewhere else?
Well, that's true, and you're correct in that assumption. You are absolutely correct. And I'm making an assumption about that, because I'm thinking, why would he live in that building? But you are correct, Kim, in your estimation. You're 100%.
Wait. Someone said the apartment was not in his name. How you know that, sis?
I don't know that.
Leah Cat's Eyes say, boy, I tell you, black folk be knowing all your business. And this is one of the reasons why I tell you social media, and I did this years ago. I said, people think that their lives are private. Nobody's life is really private. There's certain things about your life where you should be allowed to live a private life, where people don't have to dive into every single aspect of your whole life. You all know, who followed me and follow this show, y'all know how I feel about everybody snooping in everybody's personal business. It don't have, you all just take that stuff too far, and that's my opinion. And You don't need to know everything about the man's. Now, why would somebody know whose name his apartment was in? Why would people know that information? Like, why? Lord of mercy. Put your hand down, sir. You go ahead. What the devil?
But Jazzy, he lives in Georgia.
What the devil? Go ahead. Lord have mercy.
Go ahead, there.
Public records for people such as I.
Well, it is public. You're correct.
And if you're doing a criminal investigation, you have access to certain documents. So it's not hard. It's just like which we're going to talk about a little later with the Supreme Court. Someone in the Supreme Court leaked a document.
Oh, yeah.
It happens all the time. All it takes is one person getting the information and releasing it to certain people in social media that they're cool with, and then it spreads like wildfire.
Somebody said she was a Puerto Rican. Was she a Puerto Rican?
No, she was Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. Because I think if she was a Puerto Rican, I reckon he probably shouldn't have been messing around with her. I reckon he should have taken that
picture that Darryl posted of her. I was like, oh, okay.
She's a Pacific Islander.
I reckon he shouldn't have been taking that blue pill and drinking all them Red Bull and all that mess.
And I kind of wonder if he had a history of blood pressure or heart disease.
He could have.
Probably did.
We don't know.
We will find out when they do the toxicology and the autopsy. I was speculating about the blue pill. I don't want anybody to leave here and say, well, Darryl said he took Viagra and drank a Red Bull. I don't know what he did. I know.
He did drink a lot of energy drinks. He did drink a lot of energy drinks. Yes, he did. Now that I know.
We're talking about Kevin Samuels, God is Agape, Love 41.
Now, here's another thing that I will say. This is another thing that I want y'all to do. And think about this. For those of you that use your brains and y'all think and y'all like to think, I want to put this out here. It's one thing to come on the internet and present yourself a certain way. Keep in mind that this Kevin Samuels fellow was an image consultant. So image was very important to him. How he presented himself to the world was very, very important. Mm-hmm. And what I've learned over the years, and those of us who are real grown-ups around here, we understand that a lot of people just in general in the world will present themselves one way, when in essence their lives and the behind-the-scenes stuff doesn't match exactly who and what they are, right? All right? So get me what I'm saying here. He was an image consultant, okay? And that's the dangerous part sometimes of putting yourself out a certain way, because people put certain expectations on you and you may not necessarily be whatever they're putting on you. But here's another thing. Then you have idiots on the internet who will take a little piece of information and they will try and twist that information and make that information into something that it is actually not. Okay. And they will blame other people for certain things that certain people may not necessarily even be guilty of. And trust me,
like murder plots.
You know, some of those things are going to come back and they're going to meet you in the future, because you can't do that. It's one thing if you don't like a person, and y'all don't have to like Kevin Samuels, but it's another thing for y'all to come out here and be like, saying some of the stuff that I've heard and saw today, which is just atrocious. Even from preachers. I've heard preachers, and I'm going to read to y'all something this preacher lady said here in a minute. You guys are just disgusting.
In that post, you said somebody sent to you?
Oh, dog.
That was horrible. And that was from a man, right?
Dog Cigar Mafia.
Dog Cigar Mafia, he died.
But that is what it said. That is what it said. That is exactly what that thing said. It said it will give you wings. He done flew away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory.
I guess what I'm drinking, an energy drink.
Oh, God. Kim, you need to stay away from those. You really do.
But it's VA.
No, you need to get all natural stuff. If you're going to start doing stuff like that, and you have to be careful even when you get the all natural stuff, because some of that stuff will really hike up your blood pressure and your heart rate. That's another reason why these people who smoke marijuana, let me explain something to you. I don't believe that everybody should be allowed to smoke marijuana in public. Because there are some of us who cannot take the smell of marijuana. When I'm in the vicinity of marijuana, it makes my heart race. Like I literally get sick to my stomach when I'm surrounded by people who are
That's
smoking
called a
marijuana.
contact high. You're not heart rate. That's a contact
Also,
high.
some of this weed is not like the regular weed from yesterday. They adding stuff, mixing stuff. There's variants. We don't know.
Kim, have you smoked the reefers?
Sir?
Have you smoked the reefers before? Have you smoked reefers before?
No, but I know people who have.
No, I ain't asked you that. I said, have you smoked the reefers?
No.
Okay, well, that'd be like me telling a woman she shouldn't get an abortion and I ain't got a vagina. You can't talk about what you ain't did.
It's not the same.
No, you can't talk about what you ain't did.
I ain't never smoked no marijuana. Oh, I ain't never smoked no marijuana.
The contact highs that I had as a child.
But when I was a
not
kid,
that crap they got
they
now.
blow the smoke in my face. But I ain't never smoked no marijuana. And back in the day, the 70s, they used to put the joint in their mouth and then blow the smoke into other people's face and mouth and stuff.
That's called a shotgun.
Well, they used to do that to us as children, believe it or not. Them flower people was something else. Them people was something else, and they was something else. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just saying, it's something else. But image is how certain people put themselves out there. Now, the Puerto Rican, no, I'm sorry, you said she wasn't Puerto Rican.
She's a Hawaiian Pacific Islander.
Okay, what does that mean? She like more pineapple? What does that mean?
She was born in Hawaii.
Just read that right there.
Hold on. Wait. I want to get this out. She says she was born in Hawaii. Is that like President Obama was born in Hawaii?
But she's also a native Hawaiian heritage, though.
I'm going to say, read that at the top when it describes the woman. Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander.
Yes, that's what it says, sir. I see it.
Let's put it to bed.
So
she don't speak of the Spanish.
Right. So she like pineapple in her rice. Okay, I got you.
What's under the ocean but limited sea? SpongeBob. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
She liked the pineapple in the rice. Okay. All right. What were you gonna say? Because y'all don't. Okay. What I was gonna say is this. Here's the thing. Kevin Samuels put himself out there a certain way, and just because you guys are now seeing that as a man, he was sleeping with a woman who was non-black.
Oh, they've been killing him.
Oh, now all of a sudden he's supposed to lose all credibility. Like he just don't have no credibility.
Have you seen the women that come on the show and on his Instagram? Are y'all surprised that she was native?
I don't watch.
Are they surprised? Are they surprised she was native Hawaiian? Come on now.
I don't watch.
But people are surprised, Kim. They are surprised. They're talking crap about it. They said that out of
To be honest, I'm surprised it's a woman.
Oh.
To be honest.
He did have a dude laid up in his bed one time.
Wasn't that in college or something? And they snapped a photo.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, this was one he put on his. He accidentally put on his screen.
By accident, the webcam went back there. Boy, gonna knock that damn backdrop down.
He sure is.
He's already bad. He took his collar off, y'all.
Good dog.
Mm-hmm. He trying to break free.
That tight ass choker.
It wasn't even tight either. I'm like, how'd you get out of this?
You got that nigga in a Chihuahua collar.
That is not a Chihuahua collar.
That poor dog. If he had some thumbs, he'd cut this shit over a pair of scissors.
He don't even bark.
You in your sleep.
He don't even bark right.
Then muted his ass. Then muted that poor dog.
Okay, let me get myself.
He has a text message when he barked. Roof. Hashtag roof. Free me from this crazy bitch. She done put this Chihuahua collar on.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
That dog gonna draw disability.
Oh Lord. I done missed some of y'all comments. Let me roll back up here. Somebody Jazzy Carrot says her former pastor drank Red Bull like water until he had a stroke. See, those are things that you don't do.
Okay.
You just don't do.
I'm sitting there right now drinking water.
Betty Yellick says
I was drinking tea.
He told somebody he had cancer before.
Mm-hmm. He might have had that.
Oh no, Roxanne didn't say I haven't walked 1 mile this week. Well, Roxanne, you might be correct, but that's all right. That's all right, because as soon as this live is over, I'm going out. So anyway, hold on, we'll deal with that. Somebody said my smells triggers my allergies. All right, I see what y'all are saying. Somebody said legit doctor. That's correct. Pineapples and Spam, because they love Spam over there.
There's a Hawaiian restaurant I want to try, and I think I saw it on the menu.
Betty Yellick, you got my cash up there. You got the word lawyer on the end of that. Can you take the word lawyer off with the exclamation point? Because that's actually not the right cash app. Just so that you know. I just wanted to let you know that.
It's right there on their name. That's the one right there.
Yeah, it's just the one with my name.
Oh, Anton Daniel said that was not the lady. The police report. She's not Hawaiian.
Oh, I don't know. Well, the pictures everybody keeps showing, she looked like she was on Backpage. Like she was advertising for... No, but I'm serious. Have y'all seen the photograph of that lady? It looked... she was sitting on that bed, and she looked like she had ass, though. I ain't gonna lie about that part.
And
I posted the picture that was released by a credible news source, and then there are other pictures of her. And
that is her. So that is her. Boom, that's her. And look at her tits, Father.
Okay, let's just take him out the way.
Okay,
he's no longer with us, so let's just look at her. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, she had some ass on her, boy.
She had a zip code. She had a
because this is the only picture that I saw, and she's thicker. She's a nice little
yard, and they're like, it's.
She had a bright future behind her. Good God.
Oh, Anton dispelled the man in the bed. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
God is agape love. That she was in her house.
Yeah, we know she ain't have no problem.
Come on now, God is agape love.
To make to us, we are fully aware of that.
Oh, hey, everybody over here, we are fully aware that she ain't have no
fully aware of that.
Christine, don't do that. Because men do that. No, men do that to cisgender women as an insult. Not you too.
Oh, don't you start that damn Alphabet City stuff over here tonight. Shit. Talking about some cisgender.
I'm sorry, but okay, either way, I still think it's a little insensitive. She used to look like a man. Where?
What is cisgender? You either a boy or a girl, and you a girl that want to be a man, or you're a man that won't be a girl. All this cis, boom, bar, sick 'em, sock 'em. I can't keep up with all this shit.
He said cis, boom,
hey, I'm a biological woman.
That's it. That's all. That's what we need to stop.
It's just a term, man.
No, all these new ass terms. I'm 52 years old. I ain't got time to be goddamn trying to figure this shit out. You a boy or a girl, and you a boy who want to be a gal, or you a gal that want to be a boy. Now, and damn it, that's it. But
Kim starts stuff, and then she makes me inquisitive, because I'm now like, okay, what the hell is a cisgendered woman? But what's a cisgendered woman?
Okay, a cisgendered woman is
hell.
Okay.
I don't be knowing, so I gotta ask.
Okay, a cisgender woman is a woman who was born biologically female and still identifies as biologically female. That's me.
So you're just a woman.
I'm just
a straight woman. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Kim, you
all this new age shit. That's it.
There are cisgender women who are gay. Not just straight.
Next, you be becoming non-binary,
but wait a minute. Okay, I'm not going down this
niggas.
Rabbit hole. I can't. I cannot. Moving right along.
Did I answer your question, Marcellus?
Okay, please. If it's on the moving on, please.
Damn, sis kebabs, goddamn sis boom bar, shish kebab. I don't give a shit. Kim,
please ask your question. You said you had a question for me. Go.
No, did I answer your question?
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay, all right.
Okay, back to Kevin Samuels. Now, Kevin Samuels and this lady, however he met her, he's a single black man. From what I understand, she apparently was a single black woman. Whatever they chose to do as two consenting adults.
He got some booty before he died.
And I'm done with that. I don't see what you guys are expecting and why y'all put all this expectation on the man and you expect it so much. Y'all need to correct that. Don't expect nothing from the man except for him to be a man and move on. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I got to say about. Oh no, let me read to y'all what this pastor lady said.
Oh, here we go.
Lady?
Oh my God, y'all get on my nerves. This is one of the reasons why church people don't like me no more, because I just let you have it.
Fuck them niggas. Oh,
She said, remember to live in such a way that when you leave this earthly place, people don't rejoice on your grave. Let your works and your deeds on this earth speak for you long after you're gone. Tomorrow is not always promised to get it right. Rest in peace in paradise, Mr. Samuels. Prayers to his family. And then, some people came behind her and said amen. But then there's some other people that done ripped her a shred. But let me just address something the pastor lady said. And I'm not even going to put your name out here, ma'am, because I don't want to put you out here like this. She says,
I'll tell her name. Send it to me.
I'm
a heathen anyway. They talk bad. I don't like them churchy folks.
She said,
you don't like nobody.
I don't.
You like us?
Yeah, y'all like. Sometimes y'all niggas a little musty and aggravating. So
yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So
we feel the same way about you, sir.
Yes,
we
do.
And that's why we get along. That's why we get along. When I get tired of y'all ass, I stay away. When y'all get tired of my ass, y'all stay away. We talk, cuss each other out, then we come back together. That's why it works. It's a dysfunctional situation.
Okay. So she says that people are rejoicing on his grave.
Shit.
I don't believe that people are rejoicing on his grave. I think that, for me, I think people who disliked him might be rejoicing at the fact that he's gone and he won't be able to say the things that he says anymore. But who says that his deeds and his works on earth aren't speaking for him? Those videos will live on way beyond you, me, and him as well. When we're all gone and off the earth, those videos will still be watched. Somebody will be viewing those videos, and whoever he left his YouTube channel will be continuing to get a check. So I'm just here to let you know. That's just how that goes. And his YouTube check was quite substantial, just so you know. He had over
1.5 million subscribers.
And that was just on YouTube. That didn't even count his Instagram.
Or his consultations.
Right. So, I mean, you got to...
Facebook.
I mean, it's going to speak for him. And we all realize tomorrow's not promised to us, but other people just went ham on this post. But I just think people need to stop and don't over spiritualize something. According to the book of Ecclesiastes, there's an appointed time for all of us to die. So just get over it, people. Just get over it. The man died. Now, and he died really young. This is the sad part about
56.
this. That's very young. That's very young.
Prince died at 58 and Michael died at 49. Whitney died at what, 51? That's young.
That's very young.
Michael was 50.
Oh, he was 50?
He was in his 50s, yes.
Okay.
Because he was born in 1959. He was old.
Him and Prince was the same age.
Yeah.
But they died different years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's all I have to say about that. But in the words of Ryan Chandler, they was fucking
again. Yeah. Him getting murdered yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm devastated.
Did
y'all get the picture I sent of the guy that killed him?
I got it.
I want to say this. I know I used to always say how he annoyed the hell out of me, blah, 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 blah. And I'd rather watch paint dry than to watch him. But I say this about that young brother. He ain't never hurt a fly. He never hurt nobody. He wasn't violent. He wasn't mean. He just had a difference of opinion. He was silly and goofy and other things. But he ain't never bothered nobody. And it hurt me that his life was taken from him in that way. And to see some of the mean, hateful stuff that people said about that young brother. Right. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's father.
Right. And he did have a child.
He does have a child.
He has an ex-wife. He is somebody's son, cousin, brother,
friend,
friend, etc.
Yeah.
Now
we're talking about Ryan Chandler. I'm sorry. SD Robinson. You run your stuff. Moderators, can y'all just put a little summary in the chat so people know? And I'm gonna say how to check.
Okay. I don't know if you had a picture of Ryan Chandler so people could see what he looked like, Darryl. But if not,
I can pull one up. It ain't that hard.
But let me just say this: I have known of Ryan Chandler for a while. Okay.
Damn.
What happened?
No, I'm looking. I was typing in Google, and he's at the top of Google as soon as you type the word Ryan.
Right. Yeah, oh, he's trending. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Him and Kevin Samuels are trending. And it's a shame that he's trending now and not before, because there are a lot of vloggers on the internet and on Facebook who are full of crap. But at least Ryan Chandler told you who and what he was. That's all.
And he didn't try to hide nothing.
Let me just say this. I thought Ryan Chandler was one of the funniest people that I have run across on this here internet in a very long time. Ryan Chandler was hilarious. When I had my channel, and my channel was up, you all remember that I put a video up that went viral, which was a conversation between him and some other preachers and pastors. And that, they were talking about their, sexual activities, etc., etc. From there, Ryan Chandler platform, notoriety, blew up just as much as Kimberly Brown. People found out about Kimberly Brown and all of that. That thing, I think, had hit over 200,000 or 300,000, if not 500,000 views. I mean, it just went nuts and went viral. So let me just say this. Ryan Chandler was funny. Regardless of what you think of Ryan Chandler, he would have you in stitches. Lynn and I don't know if Lynn is still here I don't know if Lynn is in the chat. Lynn knows I talked about Ryan Chandler so much because her and I would just be busting up laughing. We would be laughing at the things that he said. There was one video in particular where he had a flat tire on the side of the road. And I always talk about this video because this video cracks me up. He did not know how to change a tire. And I'm not lying. Ryan Chandler in that video had me dying. But I'm sad that he's gone. I really felt like he should have been on television. Right. I feel like he was funny enough to be on TV. I really do. Now, the funny thing about social media and all these people, y'all get all these dysfunctional people and put them on television. And mind you, Ryan might have had a little bit of dysfunction. He's just trying to make it. He's doing what he can do, whether legal or illegal. And he talked about his stuff openly. It's all these other people that keep trying to hide every darn thing.
Yes.
But
he could have been on that show that Caldwell was on.
Right, he really could have. But they'd have probably wanted to fight him and beat him up. And he'd have probably been, I'm getting out of here.
Nah, I think Ryan had hands.
Ryan didn't have no hands. He couldn't even change a tire.
Okay, if you got to fight somebody, I think he had to fight people in high school.
If you can't fight a lug nut, Kim, what the hell make you think you go fight a real
Have you seen Bad Boys Club?
No, I don't watch that shit.
Because he wouldn't have been hiding. He would have been hiding like Caldwell did.
Your logic,
to the airport.
Your logic is so funny, Kim. You think a man that could not use a crowbar and take off a lug nut was gonna be knuckling up with some other dudes on a TV show?
I saw a couple of fights between them on the show. It's possible.
Okay. But those are different types of dudes. Those are those other dudes. I'm just saying. Okay, Kim has got me cracking up. But I'm praying for all of those people involved.
His friend is in the chat.
He said,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't say, was it a hit or was it just a hitchhiker, as they say? Because Ryan had a lot of dirt on some of these heavy hitters in the church, which is true. King Royal, he did. And I wouldn't even be surprised. Well, let me hush, because there's certain things I can and cannot say. Y'all do know he was enthralled with a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that.
That husband and wife.
That's all I'm going to say.
We was fucking.
And Elder McPherson, it could have been. You might be right. Elder McPherson said he told him he had to fight when he went to prison. But I bet you Ryan was laughing and when he said he had to fight. Because Ryan the stuff that he be saying be cracking me up. But he was my person, the social media person that I watch when I wanted to laugh. Y'all have all those other people that y'all watch. I watched Ryan Chandler because he was funny.
I'm just really. He wasn't a violent person.
No.
And it bothers me, the way his life was taken from him. When I first heard the story, I said, okay, well, maybe he got in a car accident. Or maybe he just suddenly fell ill. But when they said he was murdered,
that
and
was
then they
bad.
said, and then he was shot in the head.
Right.
I'm like, who would do that to him? He's never hurt anybody.
And somebody said to me
he talked junk, but he never put it going out there. He wasn't out there bothering nobody.
And somebody said to me it sounded like a hit, because who shoots someone in the
head?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, like really weird. And trust me, these church people have their own little mafias.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all better believe me when I'm trying to tell you. And if they don't have their mafias, they'll hire some people on the internet to go after other people. Yes, they will do it. And let me just tell you this: Creflo Dollar and what he tried to do to Not Your Typical Negro years ago. Oh, I know some stuff.
Oh,
so don't act like these church folk don't have mafia people the goons that they'll send after you. Oh, they will send their goons after you.
Like the one in Durham. He had a black van jump out crew to go after people. Yes.
He had his own pull-up team.
Yeah. I'm just here. Yes, Elder McPherson, I'm very sorry about Ryan Chandler.
Gives a whole new meeting. You got what's that song? I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord.
I went to go say something on one of the posts. Some lady gonna come on there. Oh, y'all better repent and blah blah blah. You know what I had to do? I had to block her so I couldn't see no more of the stupid comments and go on about the rest of my day. Because let me tell you something. None of y'all have a heaven or hell to put nobody in.
Never.
And as far as I'm concerned, y'all better hope that God is grading on a curve. I done told y'all this a million darn times. Because according to the book of Jeremiah, if God was passing out judgment on everybody, none of us would be able to stand. Right. Okay? It's by the grace and the mercy that all of us are here. So you better hope on Judgment Day that the blood of Jesus speaks louder for you on Judgment Day than all of your mess and all of the stuff that you've done. And if you don't really believe in the total finished work of the cross, then you on your own, because I don't have a works-based salvation. My salvation isn't based on the works and the stuff that I do and the clothes that I wear and how perfect I am. None of my salvation isn't based on that. I don't know what kind of doctrinal belief and all that stuff that y'all have, but my total faith, trust, and reliance and hope is in the finished work of the cross. And that's it for me. Y'all can have the rest of these preachers, these imps, these niggas, these vloggers. Y'all can have all of these other paper Bible saved folk. Y'all can have all that other bull jive. I'll take Jesus for mine.
Amen.
That's it. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because Jesus plus nothing equals everything.
Everything.
Period. Now I will say this about, like, I agree with you, Marcellus. Ryan Chandler, I always say no relation, but
I think he was your cousin. Wasn't that your
cousin? he was from Texas.
He was. He sure was, Kim. Kim, why don't you just go in a minute?
When Juanita Bynum got arrested, when Juanita Bynum went to jail, he went to jail.
Jail too.
The same night.
And she actually owes him money.
They was prison buddies.
He won, but he never got it.
But I want to. You ain't pay it off. Oh, never mind.
But like Marcella said, I thought he was funny. I always thought, like, why doesn't he have a YouTube channel? Why is he not doing, all these other things? But I'm subscribed, following. I think he called his "Let's Clear the Air." And he's hilarious. But like I said, he kept it real. Like, one time he killed me when he said, "Oh, no pun intended. I'm sorry." He said, Lord, please come deliver me. Send me a good black woman so I can stop having sex with these men.
He did. And I was busting up laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. And because he told you who he was and what he was. He didn't. He wasn't on the internet. Let me hush. Let me move on. Let us
say what you gotta say. I want to hear this. Yeah.
He wasn't on the internet in wigs and nails and and all this stuff. And then when you ask him what he was, he wouldn't tell you. They talking about he just androgynous and all this other kind of foolishness. You know, at least Ryan Chandler was transparent with who and what he was. Whatever his struggle was, whatever his stuff was, at least he was transparent. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now I will say this. I'm probably like Madam Whip-ass when I read about the details of how he died, because I'm just like, you picked up a hitchhiker, and
don't do that. Y'all better stop that
shot
shit.
In the dead. And I'm just like, going back to when Eddie Murphy picked up a hitchhiker in Hollywood years ago, and I was just like,
no, that was a different situation. Because then him and Hugh Grant get caught, right? Because Ryan Chandler told you what they was doing. They was fucking.
But I'm just saying, where was he at to pick up this hitchhiker? Or,
like the man was on the side of the road, according to what they said.
Well, there are certain places you can go. You can pick up a hitchhiker.
Okay, well, here's what I want to say to the public. This is my public service announcement. Stop doing that. I'm sorry. If the person is walking on the side of the road, there's a reason why they're walking. And I told Darryl this today. AAA membership is what, $49, $59 a year? If you on the side of the road because your damn car broke down and you are grown up, you past 25 and you don't have a AAA membership, your ass just need to walk to the call box, call the police, and till the tow truck or the policeman come to pick you up. Don't you grown ups, don't be pulling over, picking up nobody that you don't know. Period, and the point, and the blank. And I'm sorry, that might sound mean. It might sound, it's $49 a year. That's less than some of y'all spend in fast food in a week. Some of y'all spend $50 a week on fast food and Uber Eats and DoorDash. Get you a AAA membership and act like an adult, so that when something broke down, you can get somebody to come get you.
Also, your insurance, check with your insurance, because I know with Geico, if I get stranded somewhere on the side of the road, I can just call the Geico rep and they'll send someone out.
But that's different. You have roadside service and you have roadside assistance.
Yeah,
understand there is a difference.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
There is a difference.
Gonna come here to Texas handle the case of flatter.
Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say on that. You all, I'm praying for all parties involved. Now, Roe versus Wade. While that just crossed my mind, I'm gonna let Kim go first because you're the lady on the panel.
No, y'all go.
No, Kim, ahead. Seriously, you go first because you're the lady on the panel.
I don't want to go first for this one.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be real quick and to the point. If you don't have a vagina, you ain't got no right to tell a woman what to do with their body. And if they're successful overturning this, you know what's next? The civil rights laws gonna be next, and anything that's helping minority groups is gonna be kicked aside next. Same-sex marriage, all of it's gonna start getting attacked. The Voting Rights Act, Civil Rights Act.
Well, they won't even submit that. That lets you know right there that they want to keep that open. This country is very strange. But go ahead.
No, it ain't strange. It's evil and wickedness in high places. Not just in pulpits, in government, and it will. God got his people, Satan got his.
Well, I just don't understand why we keep retrogressing every like couple of elections. We tend to go back to things that I thought we had moved on and moved past. You know, it almost as if like we constantly keep. It's like a car that gets stuck in the mud. It just turns its wheels, but it doesn't go anywhere. This country is constantly focusing on things that I just don't feel like it should focus on. Now, let me just say this. I do not believe. Now, let me be clear. I do not believe or support abortions. I want to be clear about what I'm saying. But I support people's rights to make their own choices and decisions. I don't believe in abortions. That's just me. I don't. If you want to say that I'm pro-life, I'm pro-life. Because I really don't believe in it. But I respect people's right to make their own choices and decisions, and I don't think that you can legislate morality. Now, here's another thing. In this country, these people that are always so concerned talking about they pro-life, they pro-life, they pro-life, will vote against children getting free lunches and free lunch programs in disadvantaged communities. They will let children in this country starve to death and not have, heat and lights and proper drinking water. Flint, Michigan. These same people will vote in certain ways that make it very, very difficult for people that do not have means to live and exist. To me, this country is always trying to produce for itself a permanent underclass, because the notion of America is supposed to be everybody's supposed to come here and be able to start with nothing and be able to give themselves and to bring themselves up. But you and I know, just based on the history of this country, we're starting as African American people. A lot of times the gun has been fired years ago and we still on the starting line because nobody's told us that the gun was fired and that we could actually take off running.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole idea of, strapping yourself up by your bootstraps and all that kind of stuff, we understand what's going on here in this country. I just believe everybody keep talking about they want all of these people to have all of these babies and stuff, is to produce for them a permanent underclass. Because a lot of these people that are having these babies are not able to take care of these children, and they're going to go into the foster system. They're going to go into, a lot of times we understand, they go into crime, which fills up the prisons, and it keeps this perpetual cycle going. That's all I'm saying. I do not believe in abortion. That is just me. And that's where I'm at. But I believe in people having the right to choose to do whatever they want to do. Because only you and God can, that's between y'all. That's my comment, Kim.
I just find it highly suspect that a draft of opinion of a Supreme Court justice was leaked. Now, it could have been done by a clerk out of concern, or it could have been someone at the Supreme Court. Someone's computer could have gotten hacked. It could have been unintentional and someone said, oh, look at this. Let me just share it. Or it could have been done intentionally. Either way, I feel like it has mobilized the pro-choicers to move and act. And I still wonder if it will have any effect at all on the Supreme Court. Because, hey, they're supposed to use the Constitution and look at previous law cases and not be swayed by, protests and calls to action. But thinking about the time period when Roe versus Wade decision came about, right after the 1960s, right after everyone had their rights movement, and you still had a very progressive court. And right now, there are these states that are passing laws, including my own, saying you can't get an abortion past 6 weeks. And most women, I've been told, because I don't have any children of my own, other women have said, well, they didn't know until the 12th week, to the 10th, or the 8th. And so now the state is trying to say, oh, you can't have one. But Roe versus Wade said up to the 12th week, it's allowed. And then there's some cases, medical conditions, late-term abortions. And like you said, Marcellus, it's like every few years, it's like we get progressive, and then the people who don't like the progressive, they're like, oh, we need to go back and do things the old way. But it's like when we did things the old way, it only benefited certain people. I feel that an abortion is a personal decision, that is a privacy right, that should be between you, your partner, and your doctor. And
sometimes in some cases, though, Kim, the partner doesn't even know that the person was pregnant. Let's just be clear about that.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it doesn't, they don't know. And sometimes the parents don't know either. That's another discussion. But what I have an issue with, like you said, these same people are like, oh, we're pro-family, we're for family rights. How can you say that someone who has been the victim of rape or incest can't even get an exception and say, yes, they should have the right to get one if they want? You want someone to have a rapist baby or and I'm just like, how is that child going to be raised? What are the psychological effects? What if the parent does not want the child and abuses them? And I'm just like, it's like, oh no, we can't have one. And I'm just like, there are medical conditions and there are women who have had issues where they've told her and her husband in some cases, is either you or the baby. You or the baby.
Right. And I think
some women have like, okay, it's the baby. And in other cases, they're like, oh, it's me. I want my baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like I said, you should be making those decisions. And the problem I also have is those same people who are saying no to abortion, you use pro-choice rhetoric when it comes to masks. Oh, it's my body. The government shouldn't tell me what to do with my body.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah, that's
this is my freedom. Really?
That's a good point.
Another human being not being sick, getting your disease, don't they have rights too?
Well, Robinson said something in the chat, and I wanted to mention this. It is a brief. It's not law. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's something that we do need to give credence to as well. Even though it was something leaked, and this is the same SD, that's something I've been saying to myself. The whole earth is up in arms because of this brief, and it's a brief.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, we knew that when they stacked the court, that there was a possibility that we could be revisiting this anyway. We knew that going into this situation. So what I do believe that this is probably going to do, of course, is going to light a fire under a lot of people. But I don't think the Republican Party is actually going to benefit by doing this. I think it's actually going to hurt them come election time, because even though some of these people they say one thing, they like church people. They say one thing, but when it gets time to go into that little booth and pull them little levers or punch them little punch cards, they be out there talking all kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm pro life and da da da. But when they go in that little box, no, nigga, you ain't about to get rid of my choice.
And also, there have been politicians who are pro-life, pro-family, cheated on their wives and told the mistresses to get abortions. But you're supposed to be pro-family.
Yeah, I ain't going down that route.
Okay. And I see that God is a God below said, oh, that's a good point, Q. They can give the baby for adoption. How many black and brown babies get adopted every year?
Well, I mean, honestly,
everybody is not, the Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt or Madonna or Charlize Theron or what's the other girl? Sandra Bullock adopting black children left and right. I'm just saying they got money and they, whatever reason that they're doing that.
Right.
There are lots of brown and black babies in adoption. And it seems like everyone cares about a baby before it gets here, but as soon as it gets here, it's like, oh, it's your responsibility.
Right, yeah. And I mean, you have to be really careful too, Kim, because if you live at home in a trailer and you sleep with your sister, you could somebody could possibly end up getting pregnant. And, there are so many people that live in these weird places that sleep with their relatives and cousins and them. And, it makes it really, really difficult. So I'm pretty sure they're probably, definitely in support of somebody having the right to choose. That's all I'm saying. Now, God is a God he loves said, there's more and more black children. There are more and more black children that are getting adopted. And you know why? Because black children typically, I know I'm about to say something. People going to get so mad. Don't let me say that. I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Just I'm going on. Going on in Jesus' name. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done.
Sandra Bullock and Charlize Theron adopted their black kids from here.
Mm. Mm-mm. And I'm sure there are a lot of Southern people, according to the people in the chat, that are having abortions undercover. And trust me, church folk, they're human folk, and they do all sorts of things that folk do.
What did Denise Clark say about her sisters? I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
Now Kim.
I'm be quiet now.
Oh, okay.
Be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Be quiet. I don't need no gangster mafia. I don't need no church mafia after me. Boy wants rubs, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Why you take your coat off?
All right, Darryl, what's going on with you over there, sir?
Nothing. I'm just in the chat.
You over there in your phone?
No, I was checking my family.
Is this a Puerto Rican?
Is Mama more okay?
Are we gonna have to?
Yeah, they all right. They all right.
Are we gonna have to? Are we running into another Nutville situation? This is a Puerto Rican?
No. Actually, the reason I'm so quiet because that's what men need to do on this Roe v. Wade issue. Shut the hell up.
Oh, Darryl, that is so feminist of you.
Oh Lord.
I'm proud of you for that.
No, I mean for real.
No, I am.
I'm for real. What do I look like telling a woman what to do with her body?
I do. Lay down over there and open them legs up, girl. Let me put my knee right here.
I'm
just saying. I can tell you what to do with your body. Yes, I can. Turn around.
It'd be the same as, you know what? Since these white conservative men have so much to say about a woman, what a woman can and can't do with her body, why don't they take their old asses to the doctor and get a damn vasectomy? Period.
Preach.
I got one in 2015. If you're so goddamn concerned about Planned Parenthood and babies, why don't you go get your shit snipped?
Well, no, why don't you just live what you say and preach? You say that you're pro-family, you're pro-this, and you're such a Christian. Why don't you just live what the scripture says?
Be like the Dugas. The Dugas.
No, don't be like them. Don't be like them.
I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, all these people talking about they so saved and sanctified, filled with the mighty precious Holy Ghost and running on to see what
be
the
fruitful and multiply. Be like Future.
Oh.
But Darryl, I don't want to be I don't want to have my snip in order for these women to have their right to do whatever they choose to do. It's between them and God. I don't want to make those types of judgments. I really don't.
I'm gonna sit here. Let's just think rational. I'm gonna sit here and tell you, you got raped. You can't go get an abortion. You got molested. And I'm gonna stop right there. You got it wasn't no exploration, it was molestation, and you got molested and pregnant. You can't have an abortion because I done passed some stupid ass law that says you gotta carry that baby to term. Mm-hmm. And every day I'm carrying that baby inside, knowing how the baby got there. Or the doctor says you're gonna die if you carry a baby to term because your health won't permit it.
Right.
Or you get an ultrasound, babies are so seriously deformed, the baby is not gonna be viable.
Right.
But because these stupid idiots have passed a law that says they've taken the decision out of your hands.
Well, and I think too, as time increases, Darryl, and knowledge of, how we're able to see things, as far as the health of the child, they don't really take all of those things into consideration as well. But let me also say this: you're talking about 70 and 80-year-old people who are making these types of decisions, and the world is changing. The world has evolved. The world has there's a lot of modern medicine. We're always stuck in this like perpetual stuff because we can't get rid of these ridiculous people. And let me just say this for all of you who believe in this Democrat Republican crap. None of these people are for you. It don't matter what side you're on. You all are I just don't get it. None of these people care about
Go
you.
over there.
If you think they do, you're delusional. You don't understand. You have to care about yourself. Voting in your local elections really matters, and then your national elections. So you don't just be voting in the big time elections. You need to also be voting in your local elections and getting involved civically there as well. Because I don't understand why the people of Texas haven't outlawed wheelchairs. That would have covered their governor right there. Like how the governor would have been gone. Like you have to be able to stand up on your own 2 feet in order to be governor.
Finna do this.
And he's gone. And he's gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Think about all these women that are on substance, on drugs, out here turning tricks to support their habit, and then they pop up pregnant. Now you got a drug addicted baby that's gonna be born, and or a prostitute. Who grows up to have a child that grows up to think everybody's stalking and harassing her. So that's what you're producing. The hate that produced hate.
Well, all I'm going to say is it's very important for people to recognize. It's important for people to recognize this has implications in a wide variety of ways. As someone who worked very... I cannot with the two of you. Let me tell you something.
I might watch that when we get off here.
Look here. I've never seen that movie, by the way.
Oh,
you haven't seen it?
You are not black.
Oh,
you are not black. You are not black.
Only reason why I've never seen it is because you guys know I'm not really into the rap music, and I didn't want to watch a whole movie about somebody rapping and all that. I was like, ugh, I don't feel like listening. And then I don't like pimps nor hoes like that. So people rapping about pimps and hoes, and I deal enough with church.
Really? Okay.
I deal enough with temple whores.
What you talking about?
I deal enough with temple. I don't have time. Now you done messed up my whole thought.
The song won an Oscar.
Yes, it did.
That movie is a lot deeper than you think.
Okay,
please watch it. Just sit down and watch it. I mean, it'll be like you're gonna come back and be like, you know what, Darryl, you was right. It wasn't just about pimping and hoes. It's a whole nother.
We have our own set of hoes in church that I have to.
But it's also like, think about Rocky. It was about a movie about boxing, but it was more than it was like, oh, somebody wanted to pursue their dream,
right,
and do something more than what they were actually doing.
Okay, like Kevin Samuels. Okay, I got you. So let's move on because he was pursuing his dream. I'm just saying. Okay, moving along. Here's the thing that I was going to say too. This law has a lot. It's the ripple effect of this law is far more reaching than just what we're talking about now. And so we all need to really give that some thought, and that's all I want to say to that. Because you may not agree with it, but it's far, far reaching beyond what we're dealing with.
You know what's going to happen is going to make them change their mind about this, Marcellus. When they start doing these back alley abortions again, and little Becky and Karen's daughters start dying and getting dumped off on the side of the road, bleeding to death. That's when it's gonna change.
Well, little Becky and Karen is already throwing their babies in the trash can and stuff.
Right.
So just imagine what's gonna happen, when that happens. But here's another thing. Canada is already telling folks in America, well, if y'all can't have y'all abortions there, we welcome you to come to Canada to do it. So then you're gonna have all these people going to Canada to get this, and
Mexico.
Right. Keep in mind, unfortunately, I hate to say this, there's a lot of money involved with abortions. And so I don't have
$600 or $750. That's a lot of money.
There's a whole industry behind this stuff. So
I thought okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I heard another price.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me be quiet. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't.
Yeah, well, I'm not focused. I'm telling you, the opioid crisis is not really our crisis. We had a crack epidemic and no one cared. So I'm not really focused on these opioids because it's not really affecting us as much as it is. And I'm sorry, that might sound bad, but we have our own fights.
Is fentanyl an opioid?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'm a little bit concerned because if they're putting that I mean, if they're putting in coke or crack,
they're putting it in cocaine.
Well, bye. What was the name of that group? NSYNC. Bye.
Michael K. Williams had it in his cocaine.
And where's he now?
Dead.
Okay. Because God has a way that's mighty sweet. You can't go over it and you can't get under it. You must come in at the door. And I'm serious. Y'all can play all of these dumb games if you want to, and you're gonna win a dumb prize. I'm serious. You got to get serious about life and take life serious. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All these weed smoking people, and all y'all sitting around here talking about, oh, it's from the herb, it's from the ground, and all of this stuff. And then you're making up all these lying medical cards and things. And I don't care what nobody says. These marijuana people are slow. They drive slow. They don't even be in the proper lane. I sit up and watch them. I'm trying to tell you, I've seen them move super slow. They be moving in slow motion. I'm serious. It's over. No,
but that's why.
No drug.
Okay, but that's why the same thing with alcohol. You're driving under the influence.
Well, they should, but marijuana people don't normally get pulled over and do, because they're going too damn slow. People just go around them and be like, "Why this person driving so slow?" And seat all laid back to the back. You back there with the people in the back because your seat's so far back, and you done laid all the way down, and you just driving with them bug eyes like we don't know what's wrong with you. We know what's wrong with you. You're high as a kite. And as Darryl would say, you're high as a draft's vagina. We know what's wrong with you. You're just high. And it's true. These people be high. And we know even when you go to work, you can tell.
I think if places are making weed legal, I want them to expunge some cases of some black and brown people. Y'all don't put in jail for that.
The mayor of Cleveland is expunging 4,000 marijuana charges. That's
great.
And which he should.
And I also want more black and brown people to be, well, since y'all making it legal now, they should be able to be growers and open the dispensaries.
Right.
But now it's like, I've been reading a lot of stuff that I guess the big pharma or the big companies, they're the ones who are pushing, oh, let's make weed legal, but then they want to be the only ones that get to sell it. And I'm like, wait a minute now.
Well, I have a question. Fair. Is the 3 strikes law still legal in Florida? Legit doctorate?
Oh.
Because I've heard some things and I've been hearing some rumblings. Because see, y'all are playing with these people and y'all don't understand what they're doing. Because that's why I work so hard to get that law overturned here in California. You all are playing games with these politicians, and y'all don't understand. These politicians are not playing checkers; they're playing chess. They're playing the long game.
Right.
You guys are playing the short game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't partake because of my line of work.
Yeah, but you done had some wicked stick before.
Oh, sure I have. Mm-hmm. I sure have. I speak from experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm. Mary Jane. I knew Kim was gonna join. I'm in love with Mary Jane. Oh, that's my song back in the day too. Okay. She's my main thing.
And you didn't know what you were saying.
Oh man, I had not a clue. Not a clue.
Church boy.
I didn't have a clue about Brown Sugar by D'Angelo either. Someone broke it down to me.
That's heroin.
See?
That's heroin.
I didn't know.
Brown sugar. Just like all of my life from the time I was in middle school, I didn't know it's electric. But yeah, I didn't know she was singing about a vibrator.
I didn't know till last year.
I didn't know till last week.
Well, I just found that out on this live here. What day is this? April 6th of 2022.
It's electric. Y'all want to listen to it?
That was a vibrator song?
That was a vibrator she was talking about.
Yeah. The writer of the song,
so much on
he was like, oh, he was talking about, it's actually a man who wrote the song, but he was because of a conversation he had with a woman.
I don't need to hear the song, Father and the God. Wow.
Let us play it.
I know
you're not going to be able to monetize it if you play it.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, that sucks like hell. I'm so sick of YouTube shit.
Oh, wow. Really, Jackson Carey? What state is that? My friend Larry, in real life, in where she's from, she needs $25,000 to become a registered grower.
Mm.
Well, I know where I'll be moving if they. Oh, Rocky Mountain
Oh
High,
wow!
Colorado. 12 plants. That's right at $15,000.
Oh, see, I don't even know that. How do you know that?
I didn't smoke reefer before. I know how much weed
You
costs.
every time you say
No,
reefer, you
but you
sound
say
so damn
12
old.
plants. Like how much weed does 12 plants produce?
A average plant, 6 feet height and rising, once you take it and let it dry out, produces a pound of the sticky. And if you got
Just
12,
one
one plant will get
Oh,
you a
okay.
pound. One plant will get
And
you
if
a
you
pound.
have 12 plants, that's 12
You got
pounds.
12 pounds. And a pound of weed on average, if it's just regular weed, it ain't none of this super duper shit, you're gonna get about $1,500 per
How long does a pound of weed last? Like how many joints or stuff
Oh
can you
my
smoke?
God. Depending on how much you smoke. I have when I was coming
Don't tell on yourself now.
No, I don't give a shit. No. When the only time I smoked marijuana was when I had cancer. Because I was taking the treatments, and the cannabis would stop me from getting sick. So before I ate a meal, I would smoke half a joint, then I would eat, and then I would smoke the other half. So I smoked 3 joints a day. But once my treatments were over, I never touched it again. The only reason I wasn't smoking, I want to get high, I want to get messed up. No, I was smoking so that I wouldn't be vomiting and I wouldn't be dry heaving. And so that because when they put those stuff in your body to fight the disease, it makes you sick. Because it's not only attacking the cancer cell, it attacks all of your cells. And you're weak and you got chills and you're vomiting, you're throwing up, your hair loss, all that. So that's why I was smoking it. And I was smoking a high grade of weed because I ain't gonna tell who hooked me up, but they said, hey, well, hell, I'm gonna tell my brother. My brother said, hey, went to the dude that he got his shit from and said, look, my brother's sick. Don't give him none of that regular shit. He needs something that's gonna really help him. And the guy was selling it basically for little or nothing. I was buying an ounce of weed for $50. An ounce of weed normally go for the kind of weed I had, $400 an ounce.
Wow.
And I was getting it for $50. And I was like,
whatever happened to the $5 bags? I remember back in the day, didn't they have the little manila envelopes they used to?
That was in the 70s. That was
in my uncles and cousins, my older cousins.
You know what? Them little brown envelopes you talking about, you know where they used to steal them from, right? From the church.
Oh, did
because you should put your tithes and offerings in them little brown envelopes.
Yeah, that's true.
The little yellow envelope. So people be sitting up in church and you be like, damn. So that's why when people will see you with that, they didn't think none of it because they said, oh, they've been to church. No, they've been to the weed man house.
Dog Cigar, you should watch my video where I interview a cannabis grower. Also, her channel is called Buffalo. Is it Buffalo Silver? I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because you can buy medical marijuana here, but see, here's the catch: if you own a pistol permit, you can't get medical marijuana because they're gonna make you turn over your gun permit. So, but once they make it legal, I'm gonna be sitting right here like, yeah, oh shit, fuck all of y'all. Yeah.
Well, somebody said that's why you bald, Darryl, because you was smoking the marijuana.
No, I went bald. I went bald at 28. I got my radiation when I was Malik was 2 months old. I started taking.
Wow, you went through a lot in a short period of time too. Boy.
Yeah. Malik was like 2 months old because when I went and got my surgery, he was like 2 months old.
Have you noticed a pattern with yourself? Not to cut you off. Have you noticed that a lot of times when you're going through something, that a lot of stuff piles on you all at the same time? Have you noticed that with yourself?
Yeah. It's always been the story of my life. When something good happens, it happens in threes. When something bad happens with me, it happens in threes. And you look at the pattern of my life. I don't believe in that numerology, all that stuff that other people believe in, but I'm the youngest of 3. I finished college in 3 years. I got 3 kids. A lot of stuff just happens in threes for me. 3's always been a lucky number. So whenever I play the cash 3, I play, that's the one I win.
Well, I'm going to go a little deeper, if I may. Typically, when people struggle with emotional issues or they have emotional issues, when certain things in life happen to them, it's to try and thwart them from doing the things that they need to do. And sometimes for us guys, it piles on us to get us depressed and also sometimes very suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very careful when you're going through and a lot of stuff is happening to you all at the very same time, and you have to make sure that you surround yourself with people that you can talk to, because 9 times out of 10, that spiritually, that's something that's coming to try and wipe you out. And so you need to watch that. So that's that. And speaking of this, you all, I had a dream. I've already told Kim and let me see transcripts, and I think I told Christine, I'm not sure. Put your mask back on. If you are somebody who's going out to all of these public places and you think that you don't need to wear your mask, put your mask back on. I had a dream. All I'm going to tell you is when the person came to me, they shoved the mask in my face and made me put the mask on. So much so, I was dreaming that I was laying in the bed and the person shoved the mask on me and my leg fell out of the bed. Now, this is in the dream. I wasn't awake, and my leg came out of the bed because that's how forcefully the person shoved the mask onto my face. Now, I don't know if they were trying to smother me or kill me, but put your mask back on, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going anywhere into a crowd of people, the grocery store, a restaurant, and things of that nature, please put on your mask. That's all I want to say on that. Somebody asked, Dream Doll said, can you get an update on Carry On and get my opinion on that? I haven't really been following the Carry On situation because I told y'all that he was crazy and he was lying. And so I didn't really keep up with Carry On. Kim, you got any updates on that?
I have a video on my channel. He is still in jail. He has not made bail.
And which means his damn daddy want him to stay there because he got plenty of money.
His damn daddy made him want to stay
there.
Or his I guess new mentor did not collect enough to get him out.
Okay. Well, let me just say this.
He need to stay in there. He need to lay down. He need to lay down.
Go and lay down. No, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, I get it.
Talk with Jesus. Tell him all about his troubles. Yeah.
No, Jesus is he's on the main line, but he's having some people screen his calls. And faith, hope, and love is screening the calls. So if you can't get through faith, hope, and love, 9 times out of 10, Jesus ain't gonna pick up. And some of them prayers is gonna hit the ceiling and come right on back down. That's all. That's why people are coming up with all these gimmicks and mess. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. But I'll leave that alone. But praise the Lord, everybody.
Oh.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Since we're talking about bail and bond, this morning.
Oh, I knew you was going to do that.
But it's been, hey.
I'm going to look out. I'm going to look over out the window.
Who had bail and bond?
Okay. All right. So I've been doing a series about Nature Boy, a.k.a. Eligio Bishop, cult leader in Georgia. Well, because of the nature of his crimes, he was not given bond in Georgia. Well, he got the public defender to do a motion to set bond, but a higher court had to hear it. And so today at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Judge, I forget what his name is, in Division 6 Court, the Superior Court, said motion for bond is denied because one, I think you are intimidating witnesses. You are a flight risk, and you're going to commit another felony. And he said, next case.
They could have.
And his followers were on the night before talking about, he's going to get out. They call him Chief. Chief is going to get out. We the ones who are, because right now, all of them are dispersing. It's like the women are left and one male follower left. Everybody else left. I don't know if he told them to leave or they started writing on the wall. They all scattering. And then the last one, he's like, oh, yeah, he's going to get out. He was even on the call. His real name, his cult name is True, but his real name is Aaron Dixon. And so he was on the Zoom call and the public defender, he tried. But it wasn't going to work. He going to say, oh, he has ties in the community, even though he has traveled out of the country. And I'm just like, he has a friend here on the Zoom call who's here for support. Are you here, Mr. Dixon? And he was like, yes, I'm here. That didn't help. He gonna stay in there.
Well, yeah, because why would a public defender mention the fact that he has ties outside the country? That a lot of them public defenders is working against you as well. That didn't even need to be mentioned.
Yeah, and then what was the other thing? Oh, the guy last night. This is what they said. He was on Big O of the app live. Someone asked True, like, hey, well, what's y'all plan if he don't get out on bond? Do you know? He said, well, we're not going to entertain that. We're not going to give our energy to that. And then booted them off the live. And I'm just like, Someone else offered a lawyer. He was like, well, we'll see. Well, and somebody's grandma, I don't know who it was, 70-year-old grandma came on the line talking about, oh, I'm a bondsman. So give me a call. We'll help get him out. What if the 3 ain't free? He gonna stay in there.
All right, Darryl.
If the judge really wanted to let him out, all they had to do was put an ankle monitor on him. But he'd have had to pay for the ankle monitor. They just don't give it to you. You have to pay for that. When they put it on you, you pay them for the privilege of them putting you at home with a damn slave shackle on your ankle. He's not out because what he's done is so egregious. If he gets out, they know.
Well, y'all haven't told me what he's done. I'm sitting here looking. I'm just listening.
Oh,
because y'all keep saying what he's done and he did this. What did he do? I hope I'm not as lost as everybody else.
He's a cult leader. He's a cult
leader. 3 counts.
There are a lot of cult leaders. Some of them is even
3 counts of revenge porn, 1 rape, and 1 false imprisonment.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He did an R. Kelly, but with a religious with a religious kick twist to it.
Oh, okay.
He one of them Mobutu types.
His new name is 3 God. He is God. He is a walking, living Messiah, according to his followers.
Well, he should be able to shake the gates of the jail open like in the Bible.
Right.
That's what I would think.
You ain't really God if you couldn't get the judge to get you out.
I mean, you're supposed to be able to shake the doors of the jail wide open like in the Bible. If you God, you're supposed to be able to do that. Or either walk on air right up out the jailhouse or levitate or walk through walls.
Oh, and guess what it is?
Come out the tomb like Jesus.
His public defenders did suggest the ankle monitor to be released on the ankle monitor and $50,000 bond. But he gonna say, oh, my client
has
been complaining about him too. That's rotten and decayed. And he needs to get out so he can get attention to it because the line is long at the jail.
God don't help.
Go get him out.
God don't help.
Forget that, man. Forget you and your tooth. You gonna stay in there.
God don't have tooth decay. God don't have tooth decay.
Right, Jazzy Carey or another Malachi Z. York. Yeah.
Well, see, Malachi Z. York got railroaded, but that's another story. Don't you start because you don't live in Georgia like I did. Now I went out there and saw the thing for myself. Don't you hold that breath and keep it there. I don't
know anything about those people, so I'm happy.
I heard that man's daughter talk. Okay.
You ain't been out there, so hush.
You ain't lived in the cult and heard what those people said.
Name.
Hush. Lying on him.
Hush.
He said, hush.
You don't know everything. Hush.
You don't know everything too because you lived in Georgia.
No, I went out there to the actual compound. I went to the compound.
Be quiet. Go ahead,
Dang. Ooh, no wonder it's lightning outside. You just said you're gonna be quiet. God damn. Let me get away from that window. Before I get blown away in my own house. God damn.
Oh Lord. I don't have nothing to say because I don't know these drum beating folk. All I can tell you is Asalami, I like them.
You don't remember
getting no Muslims after her. Shut up.
What?
You don't
get no Muslims after talking like that.
You don't remember Yahweh ben Yahweh, Marcellus?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh wow, they did a documentary about him.
Yeah, he did an A&E biography.
No, you guys could literally send me the information. I'd love to watch it. Y'all
Okay.
know I love
that
All right,
biographies.
I
no,
got it.
that doggone story had me sitting there like, oh,
And the guy who was an informant. Oh, go ahead there. I'm sorry.
I didn't know he was that diabolical. That joker was.
Mhm.
They chopped up
Calm
people.
down, people in the chat. Black Stallion, calm down. Elder's fine. We just needed to make him aware we don't speak about certain people over here. It's okay. Y'all calm down. Don't run the elder off right away. It's all right,
Calm
Elder.
down, Paul. Glad to see you in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, he was here last week.
Well, send me the documentary. Speaking of documentaries, The Way Down, Part 2 seems to have made its way out.
Yeah, no. They got episode 5, because you know the first season was 4 episodes. They did an episode 5 where they picked up after her death.
Oh, okay.
And it's on there now. It's up now. It's been up for about a week or 2.
Okay.
Man, you
So
got
we
to see
watching
that.
it this weekend.
Bruh, it gets deeper. It gets deeper.
Yeah, and we're gonna come back and revisit that story.
We got to finish that up.
Yeah, we will come back and revisit it. But I've just been so busy, we just haven't had an opportunity to do it. But when it comes to these drum beating Ubuntu people, let me just say I'm very limited in my understanding of all of that.
I intentionally stay away from them.
Yeah, I don't know any of those people.
Yeah, I wish you would say attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drum beating.
I would like for you to stay away from people too.
I do. But they They keep coming for me, and that's why I deal with it.
Really, Jazzy Carrot? You talking about Yahweh being Yahweh or Malachi Z York?
Got to be Yahweh ben Yahweh, because Malachi York's compound was in the middle.
I can't follow anybody whose name is Yahweh ben Yahweh. I would have trouble.
But
he said he was son of God, right?
I know, that's why I said I couldn't.
Yahweh ben Yahweh means God, son of God.
And was he fat, skinny, tall?
He was a tall man. I want to say about 250 pounds, somewhere in there. Might not have been quite that big, but he was very tall. A very shrewd businessman.
Really?
He had a lot of businesses. All the people that were there, they were not poor. He made sure the wealth was shared.
Well, I would think if you were Jesus, you should be able to make everybody rich, right? Because you know all the numbers.
Yeah,
we gotta win the lottery at least every month.
They were very big in South Florida. They were very big in South Florida. They were. I don't want to say they were Hebrew Israelite types, but they were kind of close to it. The members spoke fluent Hebrew because they taught it. They were.
Lynn says they will cut your head off too.
Yeah.
There were people who left.
That's what happened. Some people tried to leave and tell what was going on, and they got beheaded, and they found their heads down the street.
Where were these people? Was this in America?
Yes, in Florida.
It happened in Miami. Chopped them jokers' heads off and left the heads down the street from where the Miami Dolphins play, on the side of the street, in the gutter. Yeah.
Wow, that's probably why I don't know nothing about it. I was in church. Talking about, if you live right, heaven belongs to you. I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know nothing. We was too busy having devotion. I'm just saying.
You missed a whole bunch of stuff. But no, seriously. But Elijah Muhammad was born in Sandersville, Georgia. Malachi York, when he moved to Georgia to set up his compound, they bought land not too far from where Elijah Muhammad was born. And it was a couple of 100 acres. They went out and they fenced it off. They paid cash for the land. The people got mad because they bought it, but they paid cash for it. And on their property, they built life-size Egyptian pyramids and everything. These people were totally self-sufficient, Marcellus. They grew their own food. They had their own bank.
Why were they building Egyptian pyramids?
That's what they was into.
Oh, kind of like your friend that was boiling neck bones and had on the Egyptian garb and stuff. With the pork rinds and stuff.
No, these people were really, all jokes aside, these people were not, people didn't believe in what they believed in, but they were very respectful. They would allow outsiders to come and tour the compound. That's how I was able to go out there and look. and they welcome visitors.
Are you talking about Malachi Z. York or Yahweh Ben Yahweh?
Malachi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. You go out there, they had their own doctors, everything. They didn't go off, they didn't have to go off their compound for anything. All of their needs, they took care of themselves. They were totally self-sufficient.
Well, I got a question for you now, Darryl.
And they paid taxes.
What about these people appeal to you because you going out there and touring the facility? What was that all about?
I wanted to see, because I don't believe in people, because when I was in Atlanta, they had a bookstore and they would sell books, and not just their books, but they would sell books of other, Black authors and writers. And there was a bookstore in Atlanta called the Shrine of the Black Madonna, which was owned by another group that was kind of similar to them, but they were Christian based. And all of the Shrine of Black Madonnas around the country, they all had their church and a bookstore, and they sold nothing but books that were written by Black people, period. So, and some of the books that they sold in that store were from Malachi York's people, and a lot of his books. So he would always have a representative at the bookstore. So I was sitting there talking. They said, "Well, brother, next time you're driving out toward Augusta, just stop on the end." Da da da. So I said, "What the heck? I'm gonna go out there and look." They had everything out there. They grew their own food, they had animals. They didn't need anything from the outside world. They had everything. They had people that were there, members that were doctors, dentists, whatever you could think of that you would need. They were totally self-sufficient. So, what got them brought down, their white neighbors around them kept trying to buy the property back when they realized there was a group of Black people living out there, because it was in rural Georgia. And these white people didn't like the fact that a compound full of Black people was out there. And they would have parades every Sunday on their compound. They'd be in Malachi York and all the people, they'd be dressed down in fine African linens and clothes. And they would have a family thing where everybody would come out, and they actually have parades marching through the compound.
And so this was the same person that was cutting off people's heads and things?
No, that's Yahweh Ben Yahweh.
Oh, that's other one. See, y'all confused me with the Bluetooth. Hold on, because I got to separate. So what was the downfall of this gentleman? Why did he stuff go down? Okay, somehow, I'm not going to be the conspiracy theory. He was charged with child molestation and taking young children across state lines, boys and girls. And some boys and a girl accused him of molestation, and he got charged on federal charges. He ended up getting 135 years in prison. So obviously there was enough evidence to prove it for him to get 135 years, right?
I don't know, because 4 of the people that accused him recanted.
How many people accused him?
5.
And so 4 of them said they were lying.
No, they said they recanted, and then they asked him, "Why did you say this?" And then a couple of them said, "Well, the government made us say it." And they never would grant him an appeal, and he's in prison now, basically gonna die in prison. He never gonna get out. And then they took the property. The IRS took the property and sold it back. And then the people that lived out there that wanted the land from the beginning ended up getting it back, and they bulldozed all that stuff down. It was like 300 or 500 acres. I forget how much it was, but they had enough to be totally self-sufficient.
Wow. Oh, wow. Now, Kim has a difference of opinion. Kim, what's your opinion?
Like Yahweh Ben Yahweh, I think they both started. Oh, Lord, he did. Both
Darryl,
of them started out as
it's an echo.
They both started out as Muslims, and then they went off and offshoot of that and created their own group. So he has had several different names.
Okay.
He was originally in New York.
Now, which one we talking about? The Yahweh Ben Yahweh?
Malachi Z. York.
Oh, please don't say Yahweh Ben Yahweh no more. We talking about the man in Georgia.
And that is not his real name. He's changed his name several times. He's written books. He has gained a cult following. I have actually heard testimony from his daughters. He had several wives, several children. Some of his daughters have come out and said, yes, we saw sexual abuse. Other of the children with us were sexually abused.
So stop. So his own children said that they were sexually abused?
Well, because he has a lot of children.
Okay.
Some of the children said, yes, they were sexually abused.
Well, were these children part of the 5 people that came forward to say that they had been abused?
I got to double check.
Yes.
Okay. And so 4 of them said they recanted their story, and then the 5th person went ahead and that's how the stuff went on. Is that your understanding, Kim, as well, or no?
What I have is different information.
Okay, well that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, and they started their investigation, and they were coming across all these different, you can say, eyewitness accounts about different children, basically part of his culture, or because he's God, they got to do everything he says. So these adults are giving over their children to him to be moved to the compound or moved to the facility, and they're supposed to be teaching them the new religion. All right. Because at first they were like, "Oh, we're Muslim." Then he changed. He's like, "Oh, we're Christians." Then he moved to Georgia. It's like, "Oh, we Native Americans. We the Yamasee Indians. We've been here before. We've been. This is our, And like I said, normally with other cults, you disagree with them, you're punished. People trying to run away, get away. There's a lot of different videos, especially on Sinetta TV, has interviewed his children. The ones who have come out and said what happened to them and everything. So
bottom line, Kim, give me the 3 points that make you believe that he is guilty of whatever it is that you believe that he's guilty of. What is it about him?
It's too many children of his own and other who grew up in that cult that's having the similar story.
Okay.
And being separated from their children, being abused, and then sexually abused,
but legally,
and then being punished for not conforming.
Okay, but as it relates to the court case, the 3 things that made you feel that he was guilty, according to Darryl, there were 5 people that came forward. And he's saying that some of those 4 or 5 people were his own children who later recanted their story.
Well, I would have to go and read that.
You would have to go and verify that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, on to the people in the chat. Jazzy Karen says, well, damn, that was the same as Yahweh Ben Yahweh. He was charged for murder, child molestation, and rape, and tax evasion. Wow. People forever with this tax evasion. Somebody said, I'm telling you, this is where Tyler Perry got the idea to create Ruthless.
Probably so.
I don't know what Ruthless is. Is that a new show? I don't watch Tyler Perry.
On BET Plus.
Oh, speaking of Plus, did y'all hear at the White House this was the first time I heard it. The White House Correspondents' Dinner, Trevor Noah says CNN Plus they're ending CNN Plus.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks ago.
But wait a minute. That's after a $300 million investment. Do you know how much money that is?
Mm-hmm.
To just let the money go up and poof.
They're like, oh, it's not working.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What was on CNN Plus?
I don't know. And I heard Chuck Todd's program. He was doing Meet the Press on Sundays, right? Y'all know who Chuck Todd is?
Mm-hmm.
I heard before.
They're actually moving his new program to MSNBC Plus or NBC Plus or one of those. So television is about to be a trip, you guys. That's why I say if you're making content, especially if you're putting it on YouTube, own your content, and you need to start sending out some notices. Darryl, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, I got something for you that I need to let you all know about. But you got to own your content, and yeah.
The new White House press secretary. You happy, but they give you something. You give you something, but then they give you. Well, you should be happy they black. Okay.
We got a new black White House press secretary.
Yeah. Jim Psaki's leaving. The second lady that was after her.
Oh.
Big old.
She ain't big.
No, I'll type it in the chat because Kim is ultra sensitive. Hold on.
Well, she looked like a porterhouse steak.
No, she's
very pretty.
Oh, well then she's yum porterhouse steak. That's good.
Look in the thing.
Oh.
Damn, Darryl, really?
Oh.
You had to say that. You just couldn't say, oh yeah, she's black and.
Okay. So she is.
It's just like we gave you Clarence Thomas. We gave you Ben Carson and Clarence Thomas.
Stop saying transgender. She's not transgender. She's lesbian.
Was she born a woman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Lynn, you done messed up. You don't know them terms either. Get out the chat, Lynn. You don't know what you're talking about. You done tried to confuse me.
Can you show her? Darryl, can you show them what she looks like?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hopefully
she don't look like that woman in Chicago, the mayor of Chicago. I swear.
No, she does not.
She look like roadkill.
That Me Too lady.
That one lady looked like roadkill. Whoever that people in Chicago, y'all poor folks, because y'all little lady look like roadkill. She looked like, you know how people, you be driving and you see the squirrel on the side of the road that somebody done rolled over, and it'd be like balled up, it'd be kind of like blood and guts, but a little bit of hair, gray hair and stuff you can still see. That's what that lady looked like to me. I swear every time I see her on TV, I say, boy, she's just a little ball of mess. Just a little ball of mess.
Yeah.
And why people put on their wigs and weaves when they running for office? You know, y'all only want to put on the wigs and the weaves and stuff when you run for the position.
She didn't have a wig or wig.
Oh, she got a picture of herself out there.
Oh, that's a meme.
That ain't no meme.
No, the one of the lady in Chicago, that's a meme.
Oh, that girl is gorgeous. What are you talking about, Darryl?
I didn't say nothing about that girl being ugly. I didn't say nothing about her.
Oh, I know you didn't say she was ugly. That's true. Oh, that's my kind of thing right there. She's chocolate. Oh, praise
you know you like the dark skin. Look at that.
Yeah, she chocolate-eyed.
She done made me sit up. I gotta start paying attention to these press secretaries.
She chocolate-eyed. She chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
I can't say what I want to say.
She is really cute.
Oh, her parents are from Haiti. She grew up in the States, and she partakes, and she has a wife and a child. And,
yeah.
I'll just stop right there because I don't need any more hate mail than what I'm already getting. So,
from what I can
they
see,
gave us
glasses,
they gave us Clarence Thomas and Ben Carson, so we take her too, I guess.
What?
Well, Ben Carson thought Oreo, and he worked for the housing development, and he thought Oreo was the cookies. So I don't have time for Ben Carson. I really don't. And, putting these people, but see, this is how this country is really going to get into trouble. Because we're letting people in positions who just do not know what they're doing. And that's like having a fireman who didn't go through the training, and you just give him all the equipment and send him to go help save people. And that's people's in trouble.
And that's why I'm glad Biden. I've noticed that when I was looking at his picks for appointments, he was picking like he said, I want the cabinet to look like America and be diverse, but he was picking people with qualifications for their positions.
Yeah, it's important. I'm sorry. It's important.
That damn mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, she looked
any
like
job that you have that make you look like that from start to the finish, you just need to turn in your damn resignation and get on disability, because your life is hard. I mean, I'm talking about color purple heart. Any mail come today, mister? I'm like, could be. Who's to say? Shit. Could be not. Who's to say? Damn. I mean, shit. I can't. People gonna be so goddamn mad at me, but I don't give a shit. That shit was funny to me. I don't give a shit. They kissed my ass. That was funny. Oh hell.
Oh Lord. Darryl, you was crazy.
Boy, you hear this?
Oh shit! I don't give a damn what nobody say. That shit was funny. That tickled me. Hell, that tickled me. I don't give a damn. Shit. Shit. Mr. Eddie Bell come there. Could be not. Who's to say?
Funny. That is hilarious. I'm sorry, Kim. That's funny every day of the damn week, and I'm so sorry. That is funny. You have to admit that is funny.
You did right by me.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny.
Cause that job if that job get any worse over there in Chicago, this what they mayor gonna look like in a minute. If
Oh God, that
Oh
is
Lord,
too funny.
no.
if that job get any harder in Chicago,
Oh my God, that was funny.
This the Chicago mayor right here, Marcella.
She looks like she's packing a butcher knife and a pack of Newport.
Oh God, no. I'm not fooling with you today. I'm not fooling with you today. I'm not doing it.
That's level 4 of being in a job too long. I tell you, I can take a deodorant can, mozzarella.
Listen here. I don't listen. And what's so funny, these folks are still
we forgot to talk
talking.
about that.
And I don't hear nothing they saying. Go ahead, Kim.
Danielle just reminded me, we forgot to talk about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case.
Oh, man.
Well, let me just tell you, Johnny Depp is the poster child for a man who
lied
on and abused.
Right, he is.
He was abused.
I told my friend that. I said, I don't believe Amber Heard back in the day, but she made them accusation. She had that camera on him, taking pictures of him slamming cabinets. And I was like, he's not hitting her. He's slamming cabinets because he's mad and upset.
Yeah, and if you slam cabinets, that's one thing. But to lie and to throw a glass so that it slices someone's finger.
And poop in the bed? Nasty. And then she got on the stand the other day.
I don't know the part about the poop on the bed. Were they doing anal or something?
No, she
just shitted in the bed to be hateful.
To be hateful to him. She gaslights him.
Oh, you know what I would have done? The day she shit in my bed, that would have been the last day she stayed in the house. I don't give a damn if she was my wife. You ain't come back in here. And you done shitted in our bed, or you done. And I don't care. Or I'm moving out. I'd have probably just moved. Because you're not going to treat me like that. I wish a mother, what? In my bed where I sleep?
No, I'd have
in my home?
No, and she probably cheated on him with James Franco, allegedly.
Soon as she went to bed, I'd have smeared her own shit all over her.
And we wasn't attempting anal? I'd be like, I don't know what the hell you shitting for. I ain't caused no damage.
And because of her opinion, in that newspaper, that's why he was not in Pirates of the Caribbean. Was it 5 or 6? Yeah,
they canceled the production. They canceled it because of the lie. Because of the lie she told, she basically cost him his career. $200-300 million.
And he wasn't in that new J.K. Rowling movie. They replaced him with another actor, so her ass can get replaced in Aquaman too. I don't care. They can find some of the blonde lady to put that role, put a wig on, lace front on.
Well, with all her mental issues, how is she even able to conduct herself in these movie sets?
Right. They're like, she's what is she? Borderline personality disorder 2 with histrionic disorder. I'm like, the second one I had to go Google.
Well, I ain't got to Google. I work with people in the film industry, and I'm here to tell you some of the most dysfunctional ass people you ever work with. 2 groups. Actors and musicians.
Darryl, you're gonna have me laughing all day, I swear to God.
I'm here to tell you from experience. I have worked, and I'm not gonna say whose name it was. I had a friend that I was helping because they were promoting a concert, and they brought the artists in town, and the artists people called ahead. They said, what hotel are you gonna have this person staying in? They require the entire room, all the linen and all the towels and everything, the curtains be removed, must be replaced with all white linen. No carpet can be visible on the floor.
Is that Juanita Bynum?
No.
Oh, because you know Juanita Bynum does that.
My best friend, her dad worked at a hotel Prince was staying at, and they had to do the room
all black.
I think it was all black or something like that.
He liked it all black, but this artist liked all linen, and they would send his linen, ship it to you. You had to go in there and prepare the room. The carpet had to be completely covered with the linen. The towels, he had certain towels. The thread count on the sheets had to be a certain thread count. He would send the stuff ahead of time, and then when he left, they would collect it. And yeah.
You sure? That sounds like some No More Sheet stuff.
No, I'm gonna type it in the thing and tell you who it was.
Thank you for the memories you gave to us.
There it
We
is.
just want to thank you, Lord. Wait. We appreciate. Oh, really?
Damn.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't go with her to help her set it up.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Was this?
Well, you know, he was the first real R. Kelly.
That's what they said.
I got that on firsthand experience. People that were there. You are correct. He was the original R. Kelly before there was R. Kelly.
And you know who brought his career back out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was R. Kelly. I'm just saying. If it wasn't for R. Kelly, he wouldn't even have a career right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Wow. Birds of a feather flock together.
Flock together. Drip, drip, drip. Hits on you. Because back in his day, he was notorious for putting 13 and 14-year-old girls out in the middle of nowhere near a payphone on Route 66 and what have you.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for a wonderful show tonight. I know we have come very long, hard, and far.
Please click like and share.
Please click like and share to the 160 plus of you that are watching. We really do appreciate you.
Y'all love us.
Please make sure you hit the like button. Please make sure if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Everyone is welcome. We really do appreciate you. To all the Bush people, hello to you as well. And for those of you that did not hear the update regarding the legal situation, please go back and watch that. I spoke about those things in the beginning of the program. Yeah.
Nope, not Mr. Big.
Did you get any mail? Could be.
Could be not. Who's to say?
That was fucking hilarious.
I ain't never asked you for nothing, not even your sorry ass hand in marriage.
I'm just saying. Oh, Lord. Lord, that is too funny.
Special cone in hell for y'all.
Well, I do believe that we have come to a very good place.
You're going to be right there next to us.
All right.
You all, in not too many days, we'll be able to share some more news and some more stuff. But Lord have mercy. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much. To the Cigar Vlogger, to Let Me See Your Transcripts. I'm your guest here. All right, Sharon. Thank you. If you emailed me, I will look at your email and I will respond to your email if you email me. So thank you to all of you. I love you and appreciate you. Anybody have any final thoughts, announcements?
Darryl, can I ask you a question? So if someone, for example, just hypothetically, took a screenshot of this right here and put it on their channel, is that copyright strikeable?
Yes.
Okay, just need to know that because somebody did that the last time we were on here, and they put it on their thumbnail and in their video.
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna light their ass up May 30th.
But it's not who you think is. Somebody else did that.
I know, but I'm gonna get their ass too.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know
because I'm sick of that goddamn scallywag too.
All right.
Yeah, come fuck with me. See what you get.
Well, all I'm gonna tell you is my situation. Well, go back to the beginning of the program and watch it, and you all will see what's going on as it relates to the other legal stuff that's happening. God bless y'all. We wish you the best. Happy Mother's Day again to all of the mothers. We appreciate all of you. Hopefully somebody will hug you, kiss you, and let you know you are loved and appreciated. God bless y'all.
Stop.
Even Boy wants to wish y'all a happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, he does. Can I say one more thing before we go? Please be mindful of those of us like myself whose mother is no longer here. Mother's Day is triggering. Please be careful of people who, like some of my friends and some of my coworkers who have lost children, maybe miscarriages or had a child die. Mother's Day is triggering. So just just check on us.
Do you stay inside since you get triggered?
No, I usually like to go out and celebrate my friends' mothers.
Okay.
Or I like to.
That's good.
So at least you do something so that you won't be triggered.
Yeah, listen, I try to go. Like my friend just called me. We're gonna go out Sunday afternoon.
Okay, good.
So
because all of
she knows it's triggering for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that would be very good for those of you who are triggered, to not put yourself in a situation where you can be triggered. Maybe on Mother's Day you should stay off of social media.
Yeah.
And maybe you should not be on those platforms and places, because to tell you the truth, and I don't mean any harm from anybody, all you folks, this new trigger stuff, and everybody get triggered when the lights come on, when the lights go off. You get triggered when cars go down the street. Y'all get triggered when people raise their hand and put their hand down. Y'all get triggered when people brush their teeth, when they don't brush their teeth. You get triggered with dodgeball, when they hit you with the ball, when they don't hit you with the ball. Y'all get triggered with everything. So I'm going to just need y'all to put yourselves in a position where you cannot be triggered.
So maybe, like you said, maybe stay away from Facebook. And this is me. I realized this for me myself. Going to church and being in a Black church, and they have the tradition of, if your mother is alive, you wear red. If your mother is deceased, you wear white. And then when you, like me, when I show up with white and people give me the look, oh, I didn't know your mother was. I had to stop doing that because I just couldn't take it up.
Well, wait a minute, but if
you see all this red and you and like 2 or 3 other people in white.
Well, if that is the case, shut up, Darryl. If that is the case, I get it, Tim. I get it. So you all just don't put yourselves in a situation where you get triggered. That's all I'm saying. God bless y'all. We love you, and we will see you next Friday. Lord willing, if we're all, available and able to work and be here and so forth. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you sent a cash out for the legal support, thank you so much. We will keep you guys posted, and go back to the beginning of the program. I gave you guys an update on that situation.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. On the internet, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the A-Team.
Hilarious. Hilarious. I don't care what you say. That is so funny.
And I'm going to play it every chance I get. I'm going to play it every damn chance I get. I'm out of here.
I need to do that. I need to do that other one that I was thinking of, too. I need to do that one, too.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Friday Nights with the A-Team. Please remember to visit us online at ateamtv.com. Share the show with a friend. And for God's sake, stay out of Nutville. And keep your breadbasket safe. The A-Team Friday Night Live is a production of the A-Team Television Network.